Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. It's going to be an amazing session as usual. I'll start by stating a quote by an amazing man. He said, "Learning is such a great fun. Be organized and be disciplined because undisciplined mind can never learn." And when I say learning, some people might look at it, I'm not in school again. What does it mean by learning? But when I say learning, it encompasses everything you're doing in life, including where you work, how to interact with people, how to get your job well done, how to become a better person of you. You have to be disciplined in order to be able to achieve all these things. I hope you get that right. So now I'm going to introduce to you my amazing guest today. She's someone superb. She's doing a lot of, voluntary job, putting herself out there and working so hard to become a better version of herself. So welcome with me tonight, Ruta Zak. Can you please introduce yourself to our audience today?
Yes, of course. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure and also appreciated. As I said, my name is Ruta Zak. I'm originally from Lithuania, or born in Lithuania and raised in Iceland, and now I've been living in Norway for the past 9 years. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. And my background, I'm actually an entrepreneur and a marketeer. So I have several organizations and several projects working on, which one of them I started with the affiliate marketing business that I've managed to build a sustainable online business out of it. The second one, I'm building a marketing firm. So working with
Wow.
it's really fun here actually. Always want to do something more, so through that I started working on building a marketing firm. So now working with amazing partners within architectural design actually, and also I have my own nonprofit organization working creating events for volunteers to clean in the nature. That's more for children and families.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that quick introduction. It's really spectacular what you're doing for yourself. And I believe you as an entrepreneur, you will have a lot to share with us tonight because I know what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Mostly when you're about to start your business from the scratch, it's not something very easy. I don't know, maybe for people that come up from a very wealthy family, it could be a different ball game entirely. Even with that, it's another thing to start a business. It's another thing to have continuity in your business, So tonight, as I told you before we start this call, what we are trying to achieve here is to encourage people outside there that they are not alone. Regardless of the challenges they are going through today, they are not alone. I've had my own past experience, and sometimes in the night, as a man, people believe man don't cry. I cry all by myself in the night just to console myself that why is this happening to me? But the why is it happening to me is not a solution. So who else should it happen to? Who else if it's not going to be me? So I have to accept that, yes, it is happening to me. What is the solution? And I believe you as a person have had your own share of, rock bottom. Can you please take the stage and tell people what happened? How do you feel during this period? What do you put in place, to come out of those challenges? Over to you, Ruta.
Yeah, absolutely. Just in general, being entrepreneur, it is a tough journey, but it's a fun one, which I would never give it up for anything again, actually. But it's not easy, definitely not what it is. So you have to be kind of willing to give up quite some things like time,
Yeah.
first of all. But it's a fun one. It's definitely a fun one. Yeah, I've been through like definitely a roller coaster since I started. So it's been,
Hmm.
when you start, you think it's like, yes, like you want everything to happen quick,
Yeah.
and then reality hits. Things don't happen necessarily quick.
Hmm.
Like maybe for a few lucky ones out there, yeah, but they don't. And that's when kind of reality hits, and you have to just yeah, I've been down. I've been like even to the place where I was depressed, like frustrated. um yeah, a lot of things, definitely a lot of frustration has been there, but I needed to learn to accept and work and be patient. That's another thing, like, and starting focusing on the long term, how it's going to benefit me in the long term, but not quickly. But again, I was in a different situation before where we needed to happen things to happen quickly. But I guess I was when I started my entrepreneurial job journey, I actually didn't have a job. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start this and I'm gonna make it happen quickly, which it didn't. But fortunately, I got a job afterwards, because when you start building your own business, it's basically a hustle. So, like, unless you can afford it, you can go full time on that. Otherwise, you need to have a job on the side, like, or main job, and then build your business on the side. And yeah, so fortunately, but then again, when you have your own job, when you have a daytime job, or for example 9 to 5, then you don't have enough time to build your business, which is another struggle because there's so much to do and you don't have time. Yeah, how did I get out of it? I mean, actually, I needed to hit the rock bottom first, like to frustration, to like, it was kind of dark period. But for me, what helped, I mean, it did help when I got a job, then I calmed down because that financial situation got better. And I do recommend, I mean, I got a job in my own field, which is marketing back then. But yeah, that helped me, that calmed me down in a way. And then I started looking things differently for a long term, taking it easier, be more patient, work on things more carefully as well, not just like thinking that it's gonna happen quickly, and when it doesn't, when you don't get the results you want, then like first you get frustrated. So as my situation was like that I got a job, so I calmed down and I started working, and then things actually just started kind of folding on itself. Also, another thing what I started learning is when you mentioned like, why is this happening to me? I started looking at this, why is it happening for me? I think it's one of those, was it Tony Robbins or something that is saying that, and I took his masterclass. And that actually, I started looking at things a bit differently. I started being more calmer at things, and also looking at what I can learn from it. What did I learn, and where am I going, and how can I do things differently? So that actually, I started to restructuring myself, my time, and the focus as well. Starting focusing more on like the things that can deliver quicker. For example, like in the company now, yeah, about company, then start looking what can be delivered quicker. Which again, new challenges came up and so on. But then I was calmer within myself. I trusted myself more, so it was easier to take up on those challenges. So it's something that I believe you need to work a lot with yourself to not to let this darkness or this frustration to take over. That's actually something that worked for me, because yeah, when the frustration takes over, you can be in a really dark place.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing this part of you, to all our viewers. And for you guys that are watching us today at home, if you've listened to what Ruta said rightly, let's say you're an entrepreneur. The reason for frustration or depression, if I get you right, is because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have an aspiration of where you want to be, and it's taking longer than what you expect. So this in returns make you feel depressed because you are not getting what you want and you think you deserve these things. So this is one of the reason why people have depression. So the first thing you have to do is to ask yourself, do you really deserve what you are asking for? Do you really deserve it? Have you trained your mind, your brain? Understand what it takes to be who you want to be. And she made mention of one other thing. We want everything to happen so quick.
Yes.
I've been there. I've been there. Trust me. I just want it to happen overnight. I want to be a millionaire overnight. I set a goal for myself maybe 8 years ago. Now I want to be a billionaire in 5 years. It's possible, but it's a crazy goal. It's a crazy one. It's not going to motivate you, because once you can achieve what you set for yourself, you have beaten yourself, with the sense that you feel like you are a loser because you set a goal and you cannot achieve it, or you did not achieve it. So you have to set a realistic goal. What did you say?
I'm sorry. No, I said realistic goals are very important.
Exactly. And she made mention of another thing. You have to be patient. You have to take the step one after the other. It's not possible to give birth to a baby in a day and the baby will start crawling, start walking, start jumping on the same day. There's a process to it. This is life. Forget what we say in the movie that people will just become a millionaire. That is not real. We are talking about reality here. So you need to follow it. And she made mention of you should have a long-term goal. Where do I want to be? 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And these things are not going to come to you. You need to seek advice from professionals that can help you to achieve this. As she made mention of, she took a course with Tony Robbins, which is, art of, because it takes a lot for you to pay the price to go for such, training. And on the last
it was a bit different. Just to clarify this, it was different. It was like the mastermind open for everybody, actually.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it was.
You took your time to
that's also maybe.
You took your time.
It's good maybe for your It's good for your audience to know this as well, that these things are available and they can be for free.
They can be exactly. You don't have to pay for everything. At least that same time that she spent with Tony Robinson watching the masterclass, she can be surfing Instagram or doing some other thing like every one of us are doing today. But she paid the price with her time. And on the last note, she made mention of restructuring. Regardless of where you are today, you need to think and restructure. Maybe where the path that you have set for yourself, you realize is not working. Be flexible. You are not a tree. You can move around from one place to the other. So don't be stagnant. So thank you so much for that amazing, discussion. I really appreciate it. On the last note, because of time and I know people's attention, it's really low lately, and I just want it to be very short and precise. So I would like you to do me a favor. I want you to look into the camera and say one specific sentence or word or advice for one of our viewers, that if only one person is going to get something away from you tonight, what do you want the person to take away from you?
Yes, so for everyone watching tonight, actually I did have a different thing that I want to say, but it did change under our call.
Oh my God.
But whoever is watching, first of all, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and take action and enjoy the process.
Wow, that is so precise. Don't be afraid and enjoy the process. Trust me, it's not an easy process. It's not going to be rosy. No, It's gonna be up and down. It's the truth, sincere truth. But the fact is, you have to enjoy it because you know where you're going. So you have a goal already. You have a vision of where you want to be in 5 years, and you know for you to get to this place, you have to pay the price. So within your mind has been made up already. Regardless of the pain or the hardship, you just need to keep going and enjoy it. That is brilliant. Thank you so much for your time tonight, Ruth. I really, really appreciate this. I hope I'm still going to have you on this session once more time. I will definitely keep you posted whenever I would like to have you, understanding your busy schedule as well. I will be very flexible to work with you when you're available. Thank you once again, and have a great night.